To all of humanity, it's really a joy, it's a pleasure. Always been out here well connected with nature and bringing to you this message of emancipation, whereby I'm pointing you to look inwardly to discover that your real identity is your divinity. That is why I want to speak to you concerning Joseph Murphy and how Joseph Murphy and Nevill Goddard, they both were taught by Abdullah, the black mystic from Ethiopia. And being a person who would have grown up with the belief in secular Christianity, I see how very important it is to understand the subconscious mind and how the subconscious mind works. Because there's a very popular saying in these parts that God don't sleep. For example, when a person do someone something, especially a religious person, they always say, you know, God don't sleep, this would happen to you and that would happen because God don't sleep. But many people fail to realize who's God, because many people get caught up with this God concept and all refer to God as he and him and so on. They're always making God as a person and fail to realize that it's a power in a person. Okay? So they've been taking personification for persons and taking allegory for history. That is why most people who look like me believe that the Bible is literal and that the Bible is secular history. But when you understand that the Bible just as the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically, then you would realize all the things that are said about God, you can apply them to your subconscious mind, which means you can apply them to yourself. So it says, first of all, that the name of God is I am from generation to generation. And that's your memorial. That's Exodus chapter 3. Now, common sense will teach you that you can never say I am and not referring to yourself. Okay? So, it tells you also that God is omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent. So it means that God is all-knowing, God is all-powerful, and God is everywhere. Do you realize that your thoughts follow you wherever you go? Do you realize that you can travel any part of the world in your imagination? And Joshua 1 and 3 tells you that anywhere that the sole of your feet shall tread, that he has given to you also. Which means anywhere you can actually go in your imagination, you can actually go there physically speaking, in person. Now, it is said also that God, as I said before, is all-knowing and all-powerful. Your imagination is all-knowing. Your imagination is all-powerful. When you use your imagination, you do not know how or you do not know when the thing's gonna happen, but they do happen. Because it's an intelligence, and this intelligence is the subconscious mind which receive all of your communication by way of feeling. And that is why in symbolic form, it tells you of the subconscious mind as Isaac being blind and having a son named Jacob and one named Esau, and show you who gets the blessing and how you must align your subconscious mind with your feeling and with your senses that you use in the physical realm, that you must use them in the spiritual realm and connect them with the subconscious mind, because the subconscious mind never sleeps. Your subconscious mind is always awake. So when you fall asleep, it is your subconscious mind taking over and is in control, and you are there in a form of death, burial, and in the morning when you awake, that's your resurrection. It takes place with the sun also. So my brothers and my sisters, let me say this to you so you will get a better understanding. Because when I speak, I'm speaking from experience. Many of us, we go to bed at night and we fall asleep and we do not remember anything. Okay, we go unconscious, totally unconscious. But I'm saying to you, you can fall asleep consciously. You can fall asleep consciously. And that's how you would know for sure that the subconscious mind never sleeps. Because if you decide that you're going to look within your skull, right within here, where the third eye is, your first eye, the eye of imagination, and you look from within to see a light, a blue flame, just before you go to bed in that drowsy, sleepy state, It is quite possible that you will slip into a void consciously. And when you slip into that void consciously, you will find yourself in a state where it's magical. Anything that you wish, it can happen. It is possible. In that realm, between conscious and unconscious, which is like a lucid dream state. Just before you become unconscious, because you definitely become unconscious, because it's a short moment of experience where you'll be conscious in that realm. But you will go into a void. You find yourself just slip out of yourself. It will happen. And that blue flame is always in your forehead. And at times you can use your imagination to see that blue flame. And when you see that blue flame, you do your affirmation from within, or your imaginal act from within. Okay? Because that light, that blue flame, and that golden orange looking flame, whenever they unite or come together in a marriage at the base of your spine, that's when you would ascend. So my brother, my sisters, this experience that you can have of falling asleep consciously, you have to be very careful, because when it's time for you to awake, you would realize that you can find yourself outside of your body. And if you are very fearful, you will want to fight in the physical realm to get back in your body, instead of using your imagination to get back in your body and desire to go unconscious again, to wake up in the morning, or to remember where you are on your bed and try to feel on your bed, you understand, to come back to yourself. But most of all, you have to calm down and you have to relax. And that's why it's very important for you to conquer fear, all doubt and fear. And that is why it's important for you to know that God in man is man's imagination, and that your subconscious mind is God in man. So my brother, my sisters, you have a conscious mind and a subconscious mind. So you have a visible body and an invisible body. So when I speak of the subconscious mind, I'm speaking about the invisible body. I'm speaking about the invisible you. I'm speaking about the invisible power that is in you. That is why, my brother, my sisters, everything you see around you is imaginary. This world is a whole imaginary world. Everything you see here is a part of the dream. Because this life itself is a dream. And I can go into different dreams I would have had. You can be conscious in a dream and wake yourself up in that dream. You can be in a dream and go to bed in that dream and dream a dream in the dream and wake up out of the dream to wake again out of the dream and find yourself right here again like this. Okay? So my brother, my sisters, you know, I just want to say to you, whenever you hear people say again that God don't sleep, they are speaking of the subconscious mind, but they do not know it's the subconscious mind that they are speaking about. That's why it's very important for you to know the power of your subconscious mind, and to know that the subconscious mind is your friend. And Joseph Murphy, who was taught by Abdullah, the black mystic from Ethiopia, he also taught about the subconscious mind. And I'm saying to you that when you teach all of these teachings from Nevill, Goddard, Joseph Murphy, and all the others, I'm saying to you, you can take all of these same teachings and decrypt the Bible, because the Bible is encrypted. And also you can take all of that and chase it right back to chemetic science. And I've never studied chemet. You can chase all of that, because why? Usually I can say because of my experience of the eye within. So I can tell you, way back in antiquity, way back back to our ancestors, they never believed in a God or a creator outside of themselves. That's why they would have always taught down through the ages, man, know thyself. You have to know who you are. And you have to know that the one that doesn't sleep in you is your true essence, is the real you that is having this human experience. And this body is just a house. This body is just like a suit that you put on. You understand? So this is not you. So don't get so identified with this, more than you be identified with your true essence, your true self. Okay, so my brother, my sisters, you know, I just want to make this clear, because it's like culture from where I come from here in the Caribbean, where people always speak about, you know, God don't sleep, and God would do this and God would do that, as if God is this great avenger who would avenge the religious ones because he don't sleep. You know, so it's a common thing down here when someone do someone, you know, something, they say, oh, I know I will get me answer because God won't sleep. That's your subconscious mind you're talking about. Get in touch with your subconscious mind, which is the dreamer in you. Because God is the dreamer in man. I remember I was talking to a Christian brother and he was telling me, oh, you can't give yourself a dream. And I say, yo, the dreamer in me is God. And the dreamer in you is God. But you do not know who is God. You believe the brainwash that the colonizers give you to believe in an idol or a God outside of yourself. That's why you still believe that William Branham is the last prophet, because he's a Branhamite, okay? And that was the last organization I ever get myself involved in. But in the search to discover myself, because I got involved in secular Christianity, searching for myself. Though we grew up as little children with this secular Christianity belief, okay? But deep within my heart, from a young boy, with tears in my eye, I beat my chest, asking myself, who am I and who's God? And I set out to discover who am I and who's God, and I've discovered for myself. And I found myself and I found God. I found God and I found myself. And I'm saying to you that the one that will not sleep in you, which we refer to as the subconscious mind, is the intelligence that is in you, that is omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent. All you have to do is familiarize yourself by accepting that the kingdom of God is within you, according to Luke 17:21, and accept the fact of Matthew 6:33, where it says that you must seek first to know who you are. Seek to know the kingdom that is within you first. And when you discover the kingdom, you discover the secret of creation, for you will be able to create your reality consciously. For you say, all these things that you so desire will be added on to you. So my brother, my sister, just look at your results, and you would know if the sleepless one or the one who don't sleep is really in control in your life. That is why Job chapter 33 tells you what to do before you go to bed. Because of the dreamer in you. Because of the sleepless one in you, the one who don't sleep. So you have to understand, in this realm, right now in the physical realm, is the conscious mind actually fully in control right now. Okay, as you do your work, as you do whatever you have to do. But in the night, give respect to your subconscious mind. And throughout the day too, when you go into meditation, you go into visualization, you do all of these things, give respect to your subconscious mind. When you do your affirmation, give respect to your subconscious mind. In other words, I'm saying be more aware of your subconscious mind as the one that don't sleep, that the one who always at work and fulfilling your goals and your dreams. It is not your government that's going to fulfill your goals and your dreams. It is not your employer that is paying your salary every month that is going to fulfill your dreams and your goals. It is the subconscious mind and what you impress on the subconscious mind. My brother, my sisters, if you realize how powerful this information is, you start to believe in yourself. You start to accept yourself. You start to embrace yourself. And you'll always say, the dreamer in me is God. You'll always say, the one in me that doesn't sleep is God. And that's my true essence. And that's the one I'm going to believe and trust. Not Jesus, a man 2,000 years ago, which never exists. Not what the colonizers tell you. Not the image that they give you to worship also that doesn't even look like you. So my brother, my sisters, I know I'm speaking to people all around the world. But whoever you are, let me say this to you. One day, you will discover that your real identity is actually your divinity. But the reason why I always reach out to people, especially who look like me, because I know where I came from. And I know what we are taught to believe. And how far down in the gutter we have to rise from to understand the brainwash that was used upon us. Because we shift away from the teaching of our ancestors, which says, man, know thyself. And we accept an idol and be living in idolatry. And that is why Abdullah taught Nevill Goddard and Joseph Murphy, so that we would understand the language of symbology and read between the lines and fix our life to how it's supposed to be. Abundance and prosperity when you believe in the power of your subconscious mind and put trust in the sleepless one that lives within you, who is the real you. And you stop identify yourself in this with this physical body and this physical world, and realize that you are the creator, beholding the creation. You are the perceiver, beholding the perception. So my brother, my sisters, the Jima in man is man's imagination, which is actually the subconscious mind, the inner intelligence, the super mind, whichever way you want to call it. All those Marvel movies, Superman, Batman, you name it, is speaking of your subconscious mind, the God in you, the superpower you. Okay, so I think I would have said enough. Okay, so I'm going to come to a close here. And I want to say to you, this is the very first time that you're listening to me. What I'm saying makes sense to you, resonates with you, then it's for you. I would like to say, if you haven't subscribed already, to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, I would like to encourage you to follow me on Instagram at Black Mad Guru. And if you haven't done my course as yet, I have a course on my Patreon called the Inner Sun Science and Technology to create your reality consciously, or the Inner Sun Engineering to create your reality consciously. Now we are living in an age where they want to block out the sun, they want to dim the sun, when the sun is giving all of humanity its energy. And you are told in the Bible that the Lord thy God is a sun, S-U-N, and a shield, and no good thing with you withhold from you. That's Psalms 84:11. And common sense will teach you that the sun has never withhold its energy from humanity. Doesn't matter what is your nationality. It doesn't matter what is your ethnicity. Okay? The sun has never withhold its energy from all of humanity. And you're told also in Malachi chapter 4 verses 2 that the sun, the S-U-N, of righteousness shall arise in you with healing in his wings. That's why I'm saying to you, my brother and my sisters, when you understand that the sleepless one in you is your true essence, then you would understand that we are the sun people. So, with that being said, my brother and my sisters, I want to say, if you would like to support this work by any other way, we have a PayPal down below, and you can check out the link down below in the description also. So, with that being said, I want to say peace, love you all, I'm out.